Greetings, friends, and welcome to the Lenten Inspiration Space. You know, we live in a very noisy world. We live in a world that is busy. We live in a world where we are torn apart and pulled and pressed from every side by all sorts of things. We are living in a world where the demands of life are pressing and pulling on us. The pressures are at an all-time high. The demands of the business world are never ending. The noise of the marketplace is always calling for our attention, and the responsibilities of our families and home are always putting a burden and a pressure on us. Some of us are even professionals, and the career life has got its own pressures as well. There are goals that we have set for ourselves as individuals, but there are also ambitions for a progressive move in our career life. All of those things are putting pressure in us, and we find that we are disjointed and we are scattered inside. We do not have mental rest. We do not have emotional rest. I mean, we are talking about a situation where 264 million people around the world are suffering with anxiety disorder because of all these things that are putting us under pressure. And I understand, because we have got to make a living. This morning, the invitation of the Spirit is for you to come home. Come home to a place of rest. Come home to a place of being centered. In Luke chapter 10, verses 38 to 41, we find the story of Martha and Mary, who were sisters, and Jesus visiting them. Martha was busy, preoccupied, and distracted with preparing a big dinner for Jesus and all the guests in the house. And Mary chose to go and sit at the feet of Jesus, at a resting place, at a place of peace. And when Martha complained to Jesus to say, don't you care? Why don't you ask my sister to come and help me? Jesus in verse 41 said to Martha, my dear Martha, you are worried and upset over all these details. There is only one thing worth being concerned about, and Mary has discovered it, and it will not be taken away from her. The question is, in the midst of the noise and the demands, the pullings and the pressures and the distractions of this world, have you identified, have you discovered, like Mary, the one thing that is worth choosing? The invitation of the Spirit for you in this Lenten time, in this busy time, in this busy world, is for you to come home. Come home to a place within you, a place deep within your soul that is of rest, a place of peace, a place that rejuvenates you, that gives you your energy back. Our life is taking away, always taking and taking and taking from us. There is a place in us that contradicts the flow of things in the world, the place that gives to us. It is a place of love. It is a place that cares for you. It is a place that nurtures you. It is a place that activates and rejuvenates you in a way that leaves you creative and powerful and energized. It is a place that leaves you and gives you life in abundance. And that place is called your home. You have a home within your soul, a home of rest, a home of peace, a home of power, a home of serenity. Find that place in you, and we find different ways of activating that place. Some of us, when we do gardening, we find a place in us that is restful. Some of us, it's when we play. Find a time to play with your children, to have fun and to relax and to stop the compulsive thinking and always worried about things. Find something recreative that will help you to put your mind at ease and lift your foot off the pedal and allow you to find a deeper place in you. Because when you are anchored in that place, then you will be able to go out into the world rejuvenated, empowered, excited, and livened by the Spirit in you. So we are invited this morning to come home. Why don't you come home? Why don't you come to the resting place in you and find that thing that helps you to be peaceful in your spirit? May God bless you as you find that place within you.